One of the things I love about my job is being able to come to events like tonight. I'm able to use my time, my talent, and my treasure to make a difference in the lives of our community. Tonight is that night, Nassau Community College Foundation's 2022 Gala. I'm the MC, and I'm doing some red carpet coverage. Please join me.
Yeah.
So Maria, it is a beautiful, wonderful night, and we are here in person at the fantastic Cradle of Aviation Museum. Tell us how you feel about this evening.
I'm very excited. It's our first in-person since the pandemic is coming to an end, and I'm very excited. We have over 200 guests, alumni, staff, donors here, and we're very excited to greet everybody, spend some time with everyone, and celebrate.
Now, who are your honorees?
Oh, our honorees, we have Jack Azus, who's the CEO of Nice Bus, Stuart Rickner, who's the publisher of Rickner Communications, as well as Dr. Charmaine Smith, our interim vice president of academic student services, and the incredible Hempstead Town Supervisor, Don Clavin.
Obviously, it's wonderful to watch these young people succeed. I teach math courses here. And every so often I get a kid who's a scholarship, and I think how great this is. You know, these are kids that, they're not driving to school in BMWs.
Speaking of that, I know that there's also a program that also helps get, if you don't have transportation and you qualify, they will also help transport you so that you can get, your learning done that way.
We have the Nest here for those with food insecurity. We have the Greenhouse for child daycare services. This is full shop, a full shop here. And it's wonderful. Frankly, it's what we need to do to bring these kids forward.
As somebody who was a scholarship recipient myself in 1995 and came to Nassau Community College, there is nothing better when we are able to give back to our students and our community by being in the position to be giving the funds that we raise back to our students. And it's an incredible feeling. I feel lucky every single day to be here. I feel blessed. And I just hope everybody has a really wonderful time tonight. And remember why we're here, mission first, and let's have a good time.
I was first generation here, graduated in '63. The opportunities that opened up for me after that in terms of, first of all, meeting great lifelong friends, being able to transfer to a school that I would have never been accepted at if I hadn't chosen Nassau, and then to be able to work at jobs and have a career where I just never felt I worked a day in my life.
When you do what you love every day and you help students in need and you provide opportunities for people who might not otherwise have them, it's really not a job, Donna. It's a calling.
It's exciting in the sense that it's an opportunity to give back, to enable students to go further. They strive for success, we give them a pathway. That's very important. As you know, I'm an alumnus of Nassau, so I understand how deeply this institution can help, assist, and grab somebody to push them forward. So I'm very proud of that.
Well, there's a lot of alumni that are coming here tonight. Are you excited about seeing anybody in particular?
It's interesting because I run into people that I haven't seen in 50 years. A former student of mine, I don't know if she will be here, Alyssa DiStefano, not at Nassau, but at Hauppauge where I taught for about 32 years.
Wow, let's give her a shout out because she's a dear friend of mine too. Alyssa DiStefano, we're waving at you. Hello,
Hi,
beautiful. I can tell by the glow and the smile in your eyes that tonight means so much to you. Why is that?
I have a personal connection with Nassau Community College. My aunt taught here, my uncle taught here. I actually took classes here, and I have so many friends that started their careers right at this school. It's the greatest community college in the U.S., and frankly, it's an honor to be recognized by them, but I'm happy to support this institution.
Now, town supervisor of where?
Town of Hempstead, largest township in America. We've about...
Wait a second, you're kidding. I didn't know that, Don.
Yeah, really?
The largest township in America.
We have about 770,000 residents. We're larger than 7 states now. It's a great place. It's a unique honor. But in some ways, I started all here at Nassau Community College.
Tonight, you're gifting everyone something very special. Tell us about that.
It's a book called Reflections of a Champion, and it's really me opening up about overcoming adversity. It's things and challenges that I've been through that a lot of people are afraid to talk about. My life is not about the celebrityness and winning a Super Bowl. Yes, those things happen, but a lot of things come with that. And I'm just trying to help people navigate through their tough times in life. And if it takes me being vulnerable and opening up and to help somebody else, that's what I do.
Now, you're friends with Gary Brown and a co-author. Tell us about the book from your perspective.
Wow. First of all, Gary, I couldn't say enough. We don't have enough time. We could do a whole segment on him. But I was inspired by the courage that he shows every day in his life. And we met in my nonprofit as he came to volunteer. And we became friends. And so he and I took a flight out to Milwaukee one year. And I saw what it took from a person who struggles physically a little bit to get from point A to point B. And he adds in giving while he's doing that. And I saw somebody hurting, but also helping more than he was hurting. So I was blown away. I was really inspired. And on a 5 o'clock in the morning on an airport flight home, I started writing about Gary and what I had seen. And he is always worried about writing a book thinking, what would it be about, the guy who doesn't play football anymore or something like that. But he's such an incredible human that this book turned into be his championship really started after football. The way that he's overcome adversity, the way he helps his community and gives back to children and people struggling in the community with needs. And he himself really thrives off of that opportunity to help. And it actually helps him. And so I learn a lot from him. And to write the book with him has just been an incredible journey and honor. And I'm so happy to see it. Him holding it in his hands, it's really, to be a small part of it is just, it's an honor to see it.
So David Lionheart and you kind of collaborated on this, right? And what did you think about when you actually held it in your hands for the first time?
Well, before that, we wrote a pilot, a little snippet, and it was very emotional. I cried every time I read it, and I'm like, I'm not going to cry this time. But then to know the blood, sweat, and tears that went into making that book, and the honesty and the work that went into it, when I first held it, I just was like, wow. And our whole time, our only object was to put it on paper, and if we only got 2 copies, one for me and one for him, we were going to be very happy saying we were successful. So knowing that it's being spread and people are giving us a lot of positive feedback on it, it's a blessing.
Now, I heard you're very nice. Is that correct?
It's a pun, but it does work in our case, so certainly.
Tell us about NICE.
So NICE is the bus transit system here in Nassau County. We operate both the fixed route buses and the paratransit buses. So we have a fleet of 500 buses, 1,000 employees. We do 1 million miles a month and transport about 70,000 people a day throughout Nassau County. Yeah. Nassau Community College is our #1 destination, and we've had a partnership with the college since day one for 10 years now.
Now, you have a lot of babies. You have so many publications, but what I like best about your publications is that you specifically do something that is centered around that community. So it's not just like a cookie cutter thing. You actually spend time curating something so that it matters to the local community. What was the thought behind all of that?
Well, our focus has always been hyper-local, as some people have said to me, hyper-local, because we really do focus on each of the local communities here on Long Island. We believe that is what's so important, and a lot of great news to read about your neighbors, your friends, and most importantly, your kids in education. A very big piece of what we do, and why Nassau Community College and the foundation is so key here in Nassau County.
So you're one of the honorees this evening. Tell us about how you were told about that honor and what excites you most about it.
Well, the president of the college called me into a meeting and she said, "You're being honored. That's it." So that's how that worked. And I'm very excited. I've been at the college for 25 years, and I'm very happy to be honored. It means a lot to me to be honored by students and staff and my colleagues.
You're being honored this evening. How did it feel when you either read the email, got the call? How did you find out about this?
Yeah, so I got a call from the college, and I was floored. Obviously, it's something that we're not used to in our business. We kind of quietly in the background support the communities, but it's a great honor. It was thrilling. It's fantastic.
You also help businesses grow through your marketing efforts, your advertising efforts. You actually can take a small mom and pop business and kind of help them grow into something bigger. That must feel very rewarding for you as well.
Absolutely. We are very much a part of the local business community and big supporters of shopping local and the small business person. We do all types of marketing at this point. Many people think of the newspapers first because that's the Herald Community newspapers have been around for better part of 100 years. But mostly what we do today are marketing in general, digital, online, social media, a lot of events, branded content. And our latest endeavor is to help small businesses capture their employee retention credits with a new company we started called EasyTaxCredits.com. So that is something we're doing because so many of the small businesses had not captured that credit, and we felt it was important that somebody was there to help them do so.
I was a student at Nassau Community College, and I went over to Hofstra. I worked there for a while, and then I've been at Nassau for 25 years, so a great place to be.
I wasn't born in the U.S., so we didn't speak English when we came here, but the bus drivers were nice enough to show us how to get around and work the system, and that worked out great, so perfect.
So you are a true success. I mean, it probably doesn't resonate with you, but Jack, that's a beautiful story that you just shared with me.
It's a story of many of us, right? So. Yeah.
We all start somewhere, right?
Sure.
I actually went to community college as well in St. Louis, Missouri. So I'm a community college kid myself, right? Okay.
Me too. Us, both of us, and that's all three of us. That's what we did, and it worked out great.
And also, Amy, I had said hello to Amy Amato. Tell us what she means to you and why she's also kind of being honored, because she was too shy to come and talk to me tonight.
Amy is camera shy, but she's a wonderful person first, a great addition to any business or staff, and helps to support the small businesses here on Long Island. She oversees our events and our different corporate engagement projects that we do, and does a phenomenal job doing so. So many businesses have been uplifted by the awards that we give and the honors that we give to small businesses throughout the county.
I think that we started a program, it was some sort of community service program, but it was on campus. So if a student had a little issue, we said, do some community service. And that was a really great experience for our students, but also our staff where they were doing the community service. So that is one of my shining moments.
I can't think of anybody more deserving than you to be the interim president right now, because, I mean, you're homegrown.
I am homegrown, and I certainly have lived the journey that many students of ours live, so I get it. So I get it on a daily basis. It influences the decisions and the direction of the institution, and our enrollments are up, so it would be an indication that the students agree, so I'm happy.
I am so happy for you. Continued success wherever you go, and tonight is going to be a fantastic night, and if you can't join us here, obviously at the gala, but you want to make a donation, just go to their website, right?
Correct. Can go to our foundation part of the website, make a donation at any time, and help students as you all have helped me, and you never know who you'll become one day.
And we're so fortunate to have Donna here celebrating with us, and Lou and everybody. We're so thankful. So please, enjoy.
Thank you. Stay tuned for more. We're living it up right here.